Welcome to the full book summary of King Lear. As I mentioned earlier, this full book summary is going to be a pretty big banger. So let's get started with, first off, here we have our very own King Lear, who I should probably draw in gold because, well, he is golden. He's the king, but this is not gold, this is yellow. Either way, he's the king. He's the king of Britain. This is before the Romans invaded Britain. He has 3 daughters, who I will draw in these respective colors, and I will try my best to remember them. And if I do not remember that, I'm just going to draw them in one color, and I'm just going to label which one is which. Reagan, Goneril, and finally the the great and nice and loving Cordelia. Lear himself wants to go ahead and retire from the king, so he still wants to be king. Only in title, and only he still wants the privileges of the king too. And he's like, I don't like all this politics and stuff. I'm just gonna give all my lands towards my daughters. And how should I divide this land? So I could give them all equally, but this is pre-Roman time, so that's stupid. Let's do this instead. I'm going to go ahead and give the most land to whoever says they love me the most. And I should probably emphasize that he says he's going to ask them, okay, who will say that they love me the most? Yeah, that's pretty big. That's a pretty big honor system, Lear. Okay, so Goneril says that I love you like a lot, and then he's like, I love you more, and then she's like, yes, I love you a lot, Daddy, but I cannot put you first because when I get a wife or something, then I have to put my husband at first. And he's all like, how dare you, my daughter, who will not do this? Your share of land will be split between these two. Yay, we got our rewards! And so she got banished. And I'm gonna go draw it in golden now. No, I'll just keep it green. And now there's some suitors. There's like the king of France, and then another king, like I believe he was the king of the Dutch or something. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm super wrong on that one. I'm not right about that one. And the one of the kings just went ahead and left the proposal thing. But then the king of France is all like, why is he in the same color as Reagan? He's all like, yeah, oh, that's pretty good. I want you as my wife. Okay, and that's how it goes. But then Reagan and Goneril are like, he's super, our dad is super old. He shouldn't be alive. We will have to go ahead and plot to make him a madman so that he can go away. Ha 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 ha. Either way, other than all the cringe stuff that I actually say in these videos at this age, they created this temporary kind of alliance, and then so when Lear goes ahead and tries to go visit his daughters, they're all like, oh, we don't want you, get out, go to Reagan's place. And then Reagan's all like, and then he goes to Reagan, he's all like, your sister Goneril so ungrateful for what our land did to you. But then again, and then Reagan's all like, yeah, but she's right, get out of my house too. He's like, what the heck is happening to this world? I'll give you my land. Yeah. And we don't ask anything we don't want to do anything for you. Bye, old man. You're gonna go to hell, aren't they? Well, regardless, though, that's what happens, and that's pretty much how this whole story goes off. Until this guy starts losing his mind, his freaking mind. And then he's all like, okay, yeah, oh my god, this is not happening to me. Why did I have to get all these kinds of daughters? And as a side quest, we have Edmund, or was it Edgar? Sparkman says Edgar is the legitimate son, Edmund is the illegitimate son. Oh, I have a terrible memory. Edgar, the illegitimate son, is entitled towards all this kingdom, and Edmund is all like, I'm the illegitimate son, so why did I get nothing? I'm still his son. I gotta kill Edgar so I can become the legitimate son. Okay, other than all that happening, they have the cycles where they fight for each other. Edgar's all running away because Edmund's framing him for trying to kill him. So their father, the king of Gloucester, why is everyone golden? I just realized, why did I draw everyone as golden? Gloucester's all like, okay, I believe in you. You're going to be next in line. And then he realizes that Edmund's plotting to kill him, and he's dead. And then, well, yeah, Edgar's running away from the law, and he's like, ah! Edmund's like, I'm the true ruler now. Ha 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 ha. Oh, and remember Edgar? Well, Edgar's all like, yeah, I'm gonna stay in this little place. Oh, and after King Lear went ahead and was kicked out, there's the Storm, and then Kent, who is dressing up as one of his noble people, even though he's not. He's pretending not to be Kent because he's also got banished by Lear for speaking out against the banishing of Cordelia. They all end up going ahead and doing something a little differently. Oh, and there's also this jester who decided to go ahead and tag along because he's still loyal and he has nothing better to do. And Goneril and Reagan they hate him because like he criticize. His job is to criticize everyone. Lear's just too stupid to understand the criticisms. After seeing a very sort of mad Edgar like being naked and being like, I'm a rich person having lots and lots of with women. Hopefully you do not understand what I said. And our mad Lear, who is starting to lose his grip of reality, is all like, yeah, I sympathize with you, man. Strips himself naked and dances in the rain with him. Dancing in the rain. Dancing in the rain. Back to the whole point. Cordelia finally returns after the rumors of her coming back. She's now the Queen of France, and now she's on a little military expedition to go ahead and reinstate King Lear back to his power. Lear's all like, Doctor, you came for me! And she's all like, I forgive you, father. And then they fight Edmund, and then Edmund eventually inevitably just captures them. And so he sets Cordelia to execution, and when she becomes executed, there's this kind of a big duel of Edmund, where Edmund inevitably dies, revealing to Lear that he was the one who sentenced Cordelia to death. He goes ahead and finds his daughter's body, who is the only one who really truly loved them. Edmund, before he died, he had this little love story between, I just realized I forgot to change the colors, between Goneril, and Regan, both telling each other one in private that he loves the other them more than the other one, but unfortunately saying that to two people at the same time is not a good idea, because then they start killing each other. And so you know what they did? They killed each other. First Goneril killed Regan, but then Regan was able to kill Goneril in spirit, aka poison her. So if you don't get him, then I don't get him. If I don't get him, then you don't get him too. Oh, and so now Edmund's dead. She's dead, like Cordelia's dead, and then Lear's all like, oh, look at her, and then she dies. Arguably, that's not probably the original text. Like, in the quarto, that's how it's written, like, look at Z, whereas in the full video, it's all like, oh, and then he dies. I personally prefer the Lear with, like, the last lines that are not oh, unless it's, like, coming like, oh. Hopefully you understand all my references. And that's just about it. That's it. That's the entire tragedy. Edgar becomes reinstated to the kingdom of the throne because he's the only one who's actually related to the royal lefts. And that's how the very, very sad ending of King Lear ends. With our title character dead, with his entire family dead, except for Edgar, who will lead on to become King Edgar until, like, Britain is conquered by the Romans. But that's, like, decades or centuries later. By then, Edgar's long dead. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Until next time, peace. Bye bye!